Before the kingdoms rose and fell, before the moon forgot her name, before the rivers turned to dust and the stars grew tired of flame, there walked a man with no crown shining, no throne behind him, no scepter guiding, only a lantern of fading light carried through unending night. They whispered softly as he passed, a king of mercy born at last. In a cradle made of drifting ash, under skies that thunder would not spare, a newborn cried with lightning's crash, the world in chaos everywhere. His mother held him weak but warm, protecting him from every storm. And in her final breath she said, "Be the mercy we all dread." He grew where broken angels slept, where shadows bent the mountain's knees. He learned compassion, learned respect from wanderers and wounded trees. A shepherd taught him how to heal, a soldier taught him strength of steel, but only he could see the scene between destruction and a dream. He crossed a desert made of glass, where ancient battles scorched the sand. He traced the ruins of the past with trembling heart and steady hand. He found a crown half buried deep, for kings who ruled but could not keep the trust of those who cried and bled. He left it there instead. In the frostfall forest cold and blue, he met the last of the silver choir. Their voices cracked, their numbers few, their songs once fueled celestial fire. They sang to him their final plea, restore the world's lost harmony. He bowed his head and sang with them, their voices rose again. They came from valleys worn and gray, from coastlines swept by mournful waves. They followed him by night and day, for every broken soul he saved. Oh, Mercyfall King,
Oh, Mercyfall King,
bearer of the quiet flame,
walk with us
through shattered lands unknown.
Oh, Mercyfall King,
You call us gently by our name, and in your voice we're not alone.
lead us home,
Lead us home.
lead us home.
First rose the beast with burning breath, a crimson storm with eyes of death. It roared of vengeance, roared of hate. He stood before it calm as fate. He offered peace instead of pain, and from its fury fell the rain. The beast bowed low and turned away, for mercy won that day. Next came the creature of jagged bone, whose laughter chilled the very stone. It fed on grudges long since dead, on bitter things the heart once said. He knelt before it, shared its grief, and in that gesture found relief. The beast dissolved in trembling light, for kindness stilled its spite. Last came the shadow with hollow stare, breathing frost into the stagnant air. It whispered every doubt he knew, every fear that ever grew. He held his lantern to its face, and watched its terror be replaced by hope it never dared to show, for courage made it glow. His lantern sparked with newfound fire, it blazed with ancient heart's desire. The light spread fast from hill to stone, awakening seeds long overgrown. The rivers cleared, the forest breathed, the winds returned with gentle ease, and people watched with trembling awe the mercy in the law he saw. They gathered in the valley, saw
They skirted in the valley,
where skies were once a bitter cold.
from every land the people came.
Not for conquest, not for fame,
Not for conquest, not for fame.
they knelt before the man of light,
They knelt before the man of light.
he who turned wrong into right.
But when they raised the crown of gold,
He shook his head and gently told.
he shook his head and gently told.
One night beneath the gentle moon,
More rain,
a trembling boy approached him soon. My lord, what makes a king so true? What makes a king like you? He smiled and placed the lantern low, its flame reflecting in the snow. A king is one who dares to see the good in what we fear to be. He smiled and placed the lantern low, its flame reflecting in the snow. A king is one who dares to see the good in what we fear to be.
Oh, merciful King, your legacy outlives the flame, even when your footsteps fade from stone. Oh, merciful King, your mercy burns through endless rain. In every heart you're never gone. Lead us home, lead us home. And so the world began anew, under skies of silver, fields of blue. No throne he claimed, no crown he wore, yet lives were changed forevermore. For kings of power fade like dust, but kings of mercy earn our trust. And in our songs his name still rings, the everlasting merciful King.